In this video, we are going to try a small portable Airsee e-file. We will do some cuticle care and some quick fill. Coming up. Hello guys, Anastasia here. I'm going to review this mini nail drill by Airsee. It has a great rating and many positive reviews on Amazon. And according to the box, it is pretty small. So let's take a look inside. So it comes with a kit of nail bits as well as additional sand bands. We have a cord that may connect to USB. So here we can change the speed as well as direction of rotation. So we have forward and reverse mode here. And this is the handpiece. It is quite small. I mean, it can easily fit in my hand, and it's also pink. Let's try it. This is how my client's nails look like. It's been 3 weeks, so it is time to do fill. By the way, she fixed a middle finger by herself. I have a set of ceramic beads by Airsee. Let's do the unpacking. We have a very detailed user manual and instructions. Let's turn it on. As this is USB, you can also use a power bank or computer. This is a forward and reverse mode. Make sure you turn it off before switching to the opposite rotation. And by looking at the blue light, we can tell whether it's on or off. I'm going to use this ceramic bead with green abrasive mark since we need to fill acrylic nails. I will insert it inside, and to adjust the speed, you simply need to turn this wheel. I'm going to start with filing the length. So I'm going to need the max speed, which is 20,000 rotations per minute. This nail drill is designed for home use, so I think it will be perfect for anyone who wants to do a quick fill on yourself or a cuticle care. It's not that powerful to work in the salon, so please keep that in mind. Meanwhile, we filed off the length. We decided just to make them slightly shorter, not too much. And next step will be filing the product underneath. Since this nail was made by my client, and by the way, she did a good job, I'm going just to file off the excess product underneath. After that, I will be using another ceramic bead, needle shaped. It's not too sharp, which is great. We're not going to hurt our client. I will use that to file off the outgrown nail underneath, and also if you've been using regular forms or dual forms and you have some excess product underneath, you can also fix it with this bead. I'm working at a max speed as well, which is 20,000 rotations per minute. This nail has not outgrown that much, so I will just slightly clean it underneath, because usually after a while the natural nail from the other side, they do not look very tidy, so we can also use this bead just to slightly clean them. Then I'm going to file the gel top coat from the top. I will be using this drum-shaped ceramic bead. It's slightly softer, and also for this shape of the bead, I strongly do not recommend to use the max speed. That's why I will do approximately 15,000 rotations per minute. Holidays are gone, so it is time to say goodbye for our beautiful reindeer and to file him off as well. I decided to switch to a corn-shaped bead because this one has a green abrasive mark, which is coarse, so we can do it a bit faster. By the way, my client used polygel to create this 3D details, so it is not too hard to file it off. So I'm filing off all the design as well as the gel top coat. After that, I'm going to slightly push back the cuticles with orange wood stick. I recommend you to do that if the cuticle is kind of stuck to the nail plate. If it's loose, then you can skip this step and proceed to the next one. I'm going to do a little cuticle care, push back the cuticles. To do this, I will need a diamond bead with red abrasive mark, which is medium fine, and the speed is somewhere in the middle now. I believe it's like 12 to 15,000 rotations per minute, forward mode. I'm going to clean the left side on all 10 nails. Once I'm done with this part, I will switch to reverse mode and do the same thing but on the opposite side, on the right side. It's quite important to hold the bead firm but to touch the skin and the nail plate lightly. Do not press too much, as our goal is to simply push back the cuticles, not to file the nail plate. Clean the dust and proceed to the nail prep. I'm going to use dehydrator. We need it only on the part where we have outgrown natural nail, as well as non-acid primer. We're going to do fill with polygel, so you can use any non-acid primer, or if you're using some specific brand, it is better to use everything by the same brand. Apply base coat on the outgrown part of the nail and cure for 30 seconds. We decided to cover this design with a different color, so clear polygel will be the best solution here, even though it looks kind of weird, right? I mean, I'm going to apply clear on top now, and the nail still looks like it's outgrown, but we don't have to worry about that because we're going to cover it up with the color later. Cure in LED for 1 minute, then take off the sticky layer, and it is time to slightly shape the nails. We do not really need to do much of the shaping because we already have that, so I'm going to use a 220 grit buffer to buff the surface and then clean the dust. My client chose this bronze color and we just realized that it's not really covering it up, so we had to use a classic red color, one coat on top of our glitter red nails, and then we used the bronze, so I think this way it looks so much better. Otherwise, we had to go with 3 or even 4 coats, and that will be too much work, too much curing, and too much product, and the nails will look bulky and kind of thick. So what I did, I just covered the red nails with 1 coat of red, which is definitely enough, and then with the 2 thin coats of bronze. Then we sealed it with a top coat and cured everything in between layers for 30 seconds. When I looked at the final result, I was like, oh man, the color underneath is kind of showing up, but you need to keep in mind that the lamps you're using in your workspace usually are really bright, especially the lamps that I use for filming. So we went outside and saw how people in the real life will actually see these nails. So we have red and bronze quick fill acrylic now filled with polygel nails. It was my review of Airsee e-file, and my conclusion is that it is very affordable. I mean, the price is truly impressive, so for its price it works great. I can definitely recommend it for home use if you would like to do some cuticle care on yourself, or if you would like to work with a gel polish overlay, like file it off or do a simple fill. It's not really suitable for salon work because it doesn't have enough power. I will leave the link down below so you can easily find it. It's available at Amazon Prime. And thank you so much for watching. If you're first time here on my channel, consider subscribing, as I post new nail art tutorials and product reviews just like this one every week. See you in my next one. Goodbye.